Welcome back to the Good, the Bad and the Ugly podcast with me, Tony Murrell. This week's special guest is former professional footballer Mike Phenix. Mike opens up about his career on and off the pitch, his struggles with mental health and the events that led to his 4-year ban from football. In this episode, he shares his journey of overcoming adversity and life after football. Thanks for listening and watching this episode.
I couldn't stop coke and I had a League One football career. So I was coming home from Barnsley, getting on it on a Saturday and I was going straight through till Sunday night. But I weren't going to sleep, training on Monday. This is every week, by the way. He pulled me in his office and said, "Are you on coke, you?" And I just blatantly went, "No."
Welcome to the Good, the Bad and the Ugly podcast with me, Tony Murrell, and this week's special guest is Mike Phenix, aka Mad Mike. Really looking forward to Mike sharing the Good, the Bad and the Ugly with us. How are we, mate?
I'm great, thank you, pal. Thank you for inviting me down.
No, I appreciate it, mate. I know you're very busy in what you're doing and raising awareness and your stories. You know, I've seen you on social media, and you know, I've come across you, and I think your story's one that will stick out, and a lot of people will relate to it because, you know, of your story and you know the troubles that you went through, addiction and stuff like that, which I know you speak openly about and you help people with today. You know, and I think it's very good with what you do, where a lot of people, you know, just leave people to, you know, get on with it. Oh, I've heard that story before, but you know, you were close to death, you were close to suicide and stuff, and it's something that I want you to speak about and raise awareness, because there's so many people that get involved with this drug, cocaine. Yeah. And so I just come across your story, and I see you play football, and you're fucking playing a good, you know, you're a good footballer and stuff, and you know, and a lot of people speak highly of you, and listen, I wanted to get you down to speak about your story, and you know, it's one of those. So, like I say, mate, I just want to start from where you grew up, where you're from, school life and family life was like.
Yeah, so grew up on a council estate. My mum, my dad, my two sisters, and my little brother came along about 3 or 4 years after me. Your average council, average family on a council estate, apart from probably my mum. Do you know what I mean? My mum was out there, mate. Do you know what I mean? She's probably the hardest person on the estate, and I mean that, and I honestly mean that. Do you know what I mean? So a very popular family on the estate. I was just, you know, my sisters were, you know, two very well-known girls, and I was very well known for being very good at football as a young kid. And I got into football, started to play for the team when I was about 9.
Yeah.
9-year-old. Before then, it was just kicking it, you know, winter's night, 2 bushes, a bush, me and my mate on concrete diving round, you know what I mean, till 11 o'clock at night, until
the lights went out.
Until I heard my mum. And yeah, you know, and just a kid really. I think things started to change when I was about, you know, very well behaved.
What was school like though? For you all in the same school, or what was the age difference? So
my two sisters, one of them's not here with us today. We'll get into that later. But you know, one sister was 5 years older, one 7 years older. But yeah, just good, close family. Very well behaved at school. But life started to change when I was about 8-year-old, 9-year-old. My mum, I can, you know, always remember my mum and dad arguing. Typical council state, you know, always involved drink, by the way.
Alcohol, yeah.
Always involved drink.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Used to be a Red Lion pub over the road from us, and my mum and dad arguing, you know, my dad turning up at the door pissed us. And that's it, but things escalated very quickly with my mum. She had postnatal depression, and you know, little did I know at that time, being a kid, she was an alcoholic.
Yeah. You just think it's
know,
the normal, don't you? You know what I mean? It's just
the most unbelievable woman you would ever meet. And you know, they say, you know, and I'm an addict today. Alcohol takes the best of people, mate. It takes the best of people. An heart of gold, the best mum you could ask for, really was. fell victim to disease of addiction, alcoholism, and yeah, so I did very well at football. I think I was 10 or 11. I signed the first 4-year contract in England as a kid for Bolton Wanderers. And I was scoring goals against United for fun, you know, and hat-tricks here, there and everywhere. I was very small, but was very good. But life changed at 11. My mum and dad had split up. My mum had met another partner. Little did we know he was an alcoholic as well. And it was quite strange because I played for Bolton, and my mate, who will still speak to you today, Lee, his dad was my mother's partner, and he played for City. So
Which is
and
the
we're
same
both
age.
same age, yeah. He was a very good player, by the way, and he was dead aggressive. So that was good. You know, as a young lad, you look at that and you thinking, but little did we know, both alcoholics. And it was a Saturday morning. My mum had been in and out of detoxes in Manchester, starting to go loopy, you know, like singing Bob the Builder at 7 in the morning. But as a kid, you think that's the best thing in the world. Do you know what I mean? When you're coming down for your breakfast and your mum's going, Bob the Builder. Yeah. And you just don't know at that age what it is. And I went round to get some pocket money off her about 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning. And I walked in the house where she was. So she'd left us with my sisters. She'd gone to her partner's, and I walked in the room to get my pocket money, and she was dead. Lost her life. Her liver had failed. She was blue. And that's where life changes, you know.
What age was you?
11 years old, yeah.
11?
11. We believe, you know, we look back now and we believe she knew. She'd been told to not have a drink again or she's dead. Something weren't right the day before, you know what I mean? She completely cleaned the whole house.
And was that just not out the ordinary?
Yeah, just out the ordinary, mate. You just look back now and you look at, I know I'm an addict, and I know addict behaviour, and you know, I can remember my sister says, like, you know, that day she was acting up, going, I don't want anyone to think we're tramps. I don't want anyone to think we're not clean and all that. The doctor turned up. So basically what had happened, she had a bit of trouble or something, and the doctor turned up at the house at 9 o'clock, but she'd already left to her partners. So she missed that doctor on the Friday night.
Did she know that obviously the doctor was coming?
We don't know, do we?
Oh, but, yeah, well...
That may have saved her life. Well, it may not have, but... Yeah, so anyway, so I've gone round the house, I've knocked on the door, my mate's answered, Lee. He said, yeah, she's upstairs, she's in bed asleep. I said, all right, fucking, it's 11 o'clock. Go up and knock on. So he said, is everything all right? I've knocked on the door, she's just there, blue, mate. I was an 11-year-old kid with a guy who would play football against. Straight away, barriers come up, bang. Barriers come up, yeah, I'm fine, yeah, she's going to be all right, she's going to be there, she's not mean. And I think any other 11-year-old kid at that point had scraped their eyes out.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I just went, yeah, no, I'm going to be all right. Don't get me wrong, that night I cried my eyes out. But straight away, I just went, boom, yeah, no, I'm all right, because I've got a friend, I've got my mate there who I play football against. And you know, you think about ego and you think about all this and that now, did it start from there? And yeah, so life changes.
So from 11 years of age, Mike, just fucking your world fell apart. Your mum.
I was a mummy's boy as well.
Yeah, exactly. And just hearing you speak about your mum, like on the estate and all that, and we all grew up on council estates and the fucking, you know, it's some of the best times growing up, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
But then your mum and you think at 11 years of age, you've still got, you never dream of like your mum passing away or whatever.
Yeah, no.
So from there, at 11 years of age, how did your life fucking pan out? And
so what happened was, obviously we lived in a council house. You know, I've got a young brother at 5, lost his mum as well. Do you know what I mean? All these, he don't understand. He's just wondering
5 years of age,
where all his toys are going. I've got 2 sisters who are 16 and 18. And obviously, so as a family we split up because they're my half sisters, sorry. So we all live together, but they've got separate dads. So we split up.
Yeah.
We split up, they go to their dad's.
Did you go into care and that, your little brother?
No, I just went to my dad's.
Oh,
so we went to live with my dad,
yeah.
So we live with my dad. my nan kind of took over I wouldn't say the role of a mother, but my nan looks after me. She still has to this day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My nan. I live with my
I
nan.
hear you speak highly of your
My
nan.
nan, I lived with my nan for quite a long time. So what happened there is, from bang, so I walk into school, I have 2 weeks off school, walk into school, I get gripped into the head teacher's office. Why have you been off? Boom, I just flooded with tears, mate. That was it. And it was, honestly, looking now, it was like, just have 10 minutes, and then I'm in class. Then you've got everyone. But at the time, now I've never been a fighter, me. I've never been a fighter. Do you know, I don't like confrontation, you know what I mean? I don't get me wrong, I talk the talk, and I have banter. I have banter all day, mate. I have banter all day, and if I need to back myself up, I can do that. But what happened was, the jokes around school at that time was, I've shagged your mum, I've slept with your mum's a whore. You know what, that's what it was at that time.
Kids can be cruel though, can't they?
But kids are kids as well.
But
so I started to get into fights.
Yeah.
I started to get into fights with older kids. I started to get into
mischief and fucking...
mischief. Don't get me wrong, I was still all about the football. But I was at that age, I just couldn't talk about my mum.
Do you know at that age though, Mike, now, there's a lot of help for people. You know, when you're a kid, and like, say you're 11 years of age now, going into a school, you've just lost your... It's not fucking like questioning where have you been for the last 2 weeks or whatever. You'd have like not so much a liaison officer, you'd have like a key worker or you know, to help you through school. And you know,
we didn't have that
I mean,
then.
listen, we're talking the 80s, 90s, you know, whatever it is, you know what I mean? It's...
Yeah, so we didn't, I was, you know, you're looking at early 2000s, there's nothing like that then. I think now they're bringing it in, aren't they? A mental health person per school.
But like saying, you in school and just fucking get back in, 10 minutes later you're crying, you'd be fucking like, how am I meant to deal with my day in school?
So yeah, obviously I had my big sister who was in 5th year, who was very popular in school, do you know what I mean? So she looked after me, but I got into fights, mate. I got into fights when I probably didn't want to, because
people are saying nasty things about your mum and that and stuff. And...
I have anger. I have a protection against my mum. I'm like
everybody,
yeah. I have a protection, and I'd just fight. I remember fighting, but properly fighting, where I'm ramming lads' head. I rabbed a lad's head into a metal rail, mate. Do you know what I mean? And anger issues. My mum had anger issues, and I think that's when you start seeing all that kind of stuff. So yeah, life. Listen,
school
was different from there. I got my head down though. You know what I mean? I was very good at maths.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm very good at maths. PE class. And they're the only 2 exams I passed. I actually broke my arm the day before my exams, so I couldn't do my exams apart from... I had to have a teacher to write my things out for me, so I just fucked everything off. I'd already done my PE assessment, which I got an A star, and then I got an A in maths, and that was me. Everything else was like easy or something. But yeah.
But school, what was like? Obviously, so as you've gone through school, was the football starting to like?
So, I tell you what, with school, like, I was a very good-looking kid. I'm not like blowing my own trumpet. The most popular by a million miles because of football.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm at Bolton Wanderers. There's probably nobody else in the school who's at an academy at that time, because academy football then is a lot different to now.
Yeah.
When I was in football academies, you had 1 team per age group at one club. So you had
fucking all
now there's that many.
Many kids.
Different, mate. It winds me up, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to get into that because this is another podcast altogether.
Yeah.
Like the amount. Oh, I'm not getting into it. I can't. But you know what I mean? Like age group, there was 7 of us for Bolton Wanderers at under 9s, 10s, 11. Now you've got about 50 kids in each team at each club. It's ridiculous, mate. Breaking hearts, mate.
But you know what? I'm sure I seen something where, you know, you were training and stuff like that, and the players that were fucking playing for Bolton at the time, Campo, York,
mate.
They were, you know, I remember, but like, because I support Everton, I remember them playing against Everton and all that, and they were in the Prem and all that, I think, at that time as well. And what was it like with having them around and stuff? So
we used to, when I got to 4th year and 5th year, I used to go on day release on a Wednesday to train. But what happened with me, I didn't start puberty till 16. I was very small at 16. Very small. Very insecure about fucking a girl touching my willy and all. Do you know what I mean? Very insecure, mate. And no one was. Do you know what I mean? I'm necking girls and I get a lot of attention as girls.
But that's as far as it went.
The biggest tease you've ever seen, mate, because I'm fucking hell. You know what I mean? I remember once, I'm not going to, right, so.
Come on.
I remember a girl put her hands down my pants, mate, when I was just turned 15 or something, and I just, what guy pulls a girl's pants from her hand down her pants, her hands down from down his pants? Like that do, mate. Do you know what I mean? They don't have any pubes. Do you know what I mean? So anyway.
Yeah.
So 16 comes, I get released by Bolton Wanderers.
Oh, fucking hell.
So, so like 14, 15, 16ers, all these people who drink and all that, I think addiction and drinking starts at 11 years old these days, 10 years old.
Yeah.
I didn't drink. I didn't drink because I played for Bolton. I didn't smoke. I didn't do nothing, mate.
You was just fully committed?
Fully committed. I was training Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, playing Sundays, training Saturdays.
What was it like with, like you said there before, with Campo and all that and Yorkshire?
So we used to go in on a Wednesday afternoon, a Wednesday day, full day at Exton.
Yeah.
So it was Exton's ground and first team would be training there, but we'd be training there as well. And it's like integrating you with the team, yeah. So we'd all be sat round, just, you got JJ Okocha, mate, you know what I mean? And I'd be sat there eating pasta with him. And you've got Ivan Campo, you've got Yuri Jarkiev, you've got
Pedersen and all that.
Pedersen, Kevin Nolan, Sam Allardyce.
What would and did they like? Would they all like dead and fight? Would they?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Because some of
it's not. No. Sam Allardyce wouldn't have allowed that, would
he? No.
So,
what was he like, Big Sam? Was he
class? So Sam Allardyce. What happened was when he come in. It was about half an hour before the game, United. We had Bolton. So we used to go watching all the games on Saturday. We got free tickets. And I got invited when I signed my 4-year contract. And he come in about 20 minutes before kick-off to come and sit down with me and have a picture and have a chat with me. And Michael Ricketts was the centre forward at the time. He said, "Are you going to be the next Michael Ricketts?" And I was like, but yeah. It was great, you know what I mean? But got released at...
How did that feel, Mike, when that
It broke my heart, mate. I got told, we used to hang around in the back streets and I was in the caravans with my mates and I just got a call off my dad and he just said, "Listen, the head of the academy's been on, you're not gonna get a scholarship." And I burst into tears, mate, in front of all my mates. And
Was that something that you'd never done before?
No, you don't want to cry at that age.
Of course you don't.
I cry in front of all my mates now.
Yeah, fucking hell, mate.
As a 16-year-old kid, you're all stood there, and I think there were girls in the caravan at the time. I've gone out to take this call off me dad, and I've just broken into tears. I said, "You're going to have to pick me up." And I think that's when life changed a bit more. Started to drink, but what a problem. I started to get pubes. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I started just probably drinking, going out, Maxime's,
Wigan and all that.
Yeah, so like Thursday nights, I think they had the under-16s one or whatever it was. So started doing all that kind of stuff and drinking. Yeah, so drinking at 16, but just didn't really take to it at first. I couldn't stand the taste. I was just doing it to fit in.
Yeah, just going following the crowd.
But what it was as well was I was working from about 14, 15 at weekends. I worked for my mate. He's an alcohol wholesaler, so I used to deliver beer on like Saturdays.
Which like a delivery, like a driver's mate.
Just like a driver's mate, yeah. But what happened was, from about 16, 17, he become one of my best mates. Like, he was about 8 years older than me, but we both had the thing of football, do you know what I mean? So we play football with each other twice a week, and I worked for him. So he became a bit of an idol for me. Yeah. Very successful today.
Look up
very,
to him.
Very successful person. And I probably don't speak to him as much as I should these days. Things got a bit thingy, but I worked for him from 14. So he took me under his wing. So by 17, I'm managing 30 men at 17-year-old. Not maybe 20. Do you know what I mean? Men and lads and mid-20 lads. And he took me under his wing, and so he had a decent job. So I always had dough.
Yeah.
I always had dough. I was driving around in his Range Rover at 18. Do you know what I mean? And he was getting me in all the nightclubs, in Maxine's, Medicine, any club, wherever he was, because he was a DJ as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like 16-year-old, dead small, but I was doing all lights behind, when he was DJing, I looked like, man. You know what I mean? Sneaking a few beers. And I think that's when life, just took to it. And just your normal user, mate. Just went out. I think I had my first line of cocaine at 17.
Do you remember where it was?
Warrington somewhere.
Mr.
Smith's. Mr. Smith's.
Mr. Smith's.
Oh, it might not be Mr. Smith's. I think it might have been one of the bars.
Yeah.
I always can remember he's having one key and that was it. And yeah.
And then from there, was it just recreational? Was it sort
recreationally?
of like
Recreationally, mate. I was very, very switched on, lad, mate.
From a young age to be
very
around
young age. I was like, I remember, at 19, 20, I had 10 grand in my room in cash. Do you know what I mean? I could save. I was earning good money off my mate and didn't spend that money. I just always grafting. I'm ADHD, aren't I? So, obviously. Then I started earning more. I went back to, I left football for a bit.
Yeah, I was going to say. Did you?
I had a bit of a break from working for my mate. I went to college as well and...
What was you doing at college?
Did football coaching.
Oh, football coaching, yeah.
So I was about 4 weeks into a course. And luckily enough, it was with Bolton Wanderers, like the affiliation with the college.
Even though
so my old manager was running the course. So he goes, I need someone to come and coach in Tenerife for 4 weeks in hotels. You're coming? So I'm like, I'm 4 weeks, I've signed up to college. Now I'm going to Tenerife for 4 weeks. So we worked it out. So for like 2 years on and off, I was working for my mate, but going away for like 6 weeks to Ibiza, coming back for 2 weeks, working for my mate, going to Egypt, coming back, going to Lanzarote, in all these hotels, first choice hotels. On good money, by the way. It's not like like all these first choice reps get about 200 quid a week or something. I was getting something like 400 to 500 quid a week for working an hour a day.
Just coaching football?
Just coaching football to all the kids in the hotel.
That an hour a day, was you going out having a fucking scoop and all that
and
getting on and
weren't massively into it, mate.
No, you wasn't at that time?
No. I was in Ibiza and I probably went into San Antonio twice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I was in Ibiza for 6 weeks, I had one line of coke in an hotel and just, I had control.
Yeah.
I had control and... But it grows on you, mate.
Cool. So from there, where like you're saying, you've got control of it, where you just haven't, like you said, you were in IB for 6 weeks, you had one line. When did it become a fucking, where did it start to go?
I'll tell you when I feel, I have been heavily addicted to cocaine for the best part of 10 years. 24, I'd say, so I signed for Telford, and the first time I can remember...
Obviously, you've got back into football then, haven't you?
Yeah, so at 21, I signed, for 20-year-old, I played for my hometown team, I got a trial at Notts County, never quite made it, and I signed for Droylsden in Manchester.
Droylsden, yeah.
A couple of months there, moved to Skem, played all right for half a season, got a move to Telford, Conference North.
And you're getting decent dough?
Yeah, well, I was getting about 300 quid a week, but I was working for my mate as well.
So you've still got your wages?
I'm double wages. I'm 21. I'm driving around in my mate's Range Rover all the time.
The bollocks.
I'm the bollocks. I'm getting looked after, do you know what I mean? And yeah, ego, innit? It's ego.
Was your ego?
Attention, ego.
Women.
So what happened was like going back, because it's funny, like, so 17 comes, I lose my virginity 2 days before I go to Malia of a girl in Middleton, right? That was it. Boom, I've arrived. I went to Malia, mate. I slept with something like 14 girls in 7 days. And that is no word of a lie, mate.
Fucking hell, mate.
And there's something about addiction is where do you arrive in this world? Boom, that's me. Done. Found it now.
So when you lost your virginity, that's when it fucking...
Beer, line of Charlie, shagging women. Football's gone for a bit. So anyway... I've got confidence now, haven't I? I've got no insecurities.
Got pubes.
Got pubes.
Sorry.
No, it's right. I've got no insecurity apart from coming dead quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's something in addiction. It's in, and we're going to what I follow today: program recovery and the AA book and the Blue book, and we have arrived on this planet, and I think that's where I arrived.
That's that point.
That's it, innit? And so yeah, just a bit of a baller, be honest with you. You know what? And I did a video, I did a reel on it. It blew up. It got about 10 million views in the end. From a baller to something else. So I can't remember what I put now. And I was, mate. I had a nice watch on my wrist, driving around in my mate's car. 1 week it was a Range, next it was a Merc.
At 21 as well.
At 21. So I'm working for him. I'm earning money from football.
Is your ego like that, though?
Yeah. And didn't really have a steady girlfriend. I was just sleeping with girls every weekend. And life's good, really. What else do you do at that age?
Yeah. Exactly. No, and if you've got no commitments and you've got no
commitments,
and you're not hating no one as well.
No, I'm a good. What I've found is I'm a good lad. I'm a good lad until I'm banging addiction where I'm a cunt. But so I was living with my nan. So I looked at my nan. We lost my granddad. My cousin lived with my nan. So I moved in with my nan at about 14, 15. And it was only like 10 minutes from my dad's. But my nan didn't want to live on her own, so I lived with my nan. And just signed for Telford. We got promoted from the Conference North. Now this is when Crohn's disease kicked in.
Yeah, I was going to touch on that about what is Crohn's disease?
Crohn's
disease, sorry.
So we started out with ulcerative colitis and it progressed to Crohn's disease. So all your bowels swell up. It's like a over-immune system. So
and what causes that?
I don't know. There is no. You have an overreacting immune system.
Right.
So, yeah, overreacts, and it was bad, man.
So you're playing football at 21, something that you fucking always wanted to do. You're doing well,
Yeah.
How was that affecting you in games?
So I used to get cramp a lot.
Cramping your stomach?
No, cramping my legs. And then... But then, when I was at Telford in the Conference North, I was on a contract. I didn't see that. I missed the back end of the season when we won the league. I was in hospital for 6 weeks. I was shitting blood 50 times a day. Like, literally, so I'd be sat here now and I'd have to run toilet and it'd just be a load of blood come out my ass. Boom, half an hour, back again. And, yeah. So 20, so I had that. But then, the NHS start you on treatment, that's tablets, then it's stuff that you shove up your bum, then it's something else, and then they ended up getting it sorted. I didn't get it sorted till 27.
Fucking so for 6 years. Yeah. But by this you're playing football.
Yeah, so I still did it. Yeah, still doing it. Also, I have Crohn's disease, stiffing, I'm drinking. So Telford, we won the league. I got another contract for that year, for another year at Telford Conference. And
did he up your dough and all that, like?
Up my dough. But what happened? I started the season, and I scored. So I think it was like 8 goals in the first 15 games. So top goal scorer in the league. And
people come sniffing, looking for you.
Yeah. So no, sorry, I weren't on a contract. They give me another year, but I weren't on a contract because of my Crohn's disease.
Oh right, okay.
So they didn't want to pay me if I'm going to be out for a year. So I got a call off Halifax. And they was in the same league, and they offered me something like, I think it was 250 more than I was on a week. So I said, right, I'm coming. I can see right, I'm coming. You know what I mean? I was pumping my wage up to over $1,000 a week.
With what you were
with
doing?
Everything.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And I'm 23. And then I'm like, I'm going. So I ring my manager. He goes, no, you're not. I said, I'm going, mate. He said, no, I've got you, you're going to Barnsley. I said, what? He said, you're going to Barnsley, mate. Pick you up tomorrow at 10 o'clock at Windmill Junction. I said, what? I said, just say that again. He went, there's loads of clubs interested in you. I've just not told you. You're not going to Halifax. That's going sideways. You're going to Barnsley League One. So,
well, Barnsley in League One at that time?
Yeah,
I was going to say, was he in the Championship?
League One. So at that time, I just met, I've been seeing a girl who is now the mother of me, my ex, who's the mother of my child. And I got a phone. I said, I'm going to be a professional, love. She was like, what? I said, I think I'm signing for Barnsley tomorrow. She said, what? Obviously then she goes, well, I'm a fucking wag. So that's the first thing that comes out of my mouth. I'm a wag. And yeah, I went to Barnsley. I remember it. I was roughly...
Who was the manager at Barnsley at the time?
Danny Wilson.
Danny Wilson, yeah.
So do you know Liam Watson? Southport manager.
I don't know him. I know who he is, yeah.
Anyway, it was a backhand deal.
Yeah.
So basically, I went on contract. They didn't want me to leave for nothing. So he pushed the deal to get me to Barnsley. But I've signed in October. Now, I'm on non-contract, but the conference works with the Football League. So I've signed a deal 4 times as much as I'm on.
Yeah, so you're in a decent...
Right.
Yeah.
But I can't play till I didn't. And so I signed the deal. I got an agent. I didn't have an agent or anything, man. You know what I mean? I didn't have an agent. And I signed the deal. And I was just like, right. I remember driving back down the motorway. My mates passed me on the motorway. I've got my Barnsley shirt like that. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, fucking hell, right, buzzing. But then I got problems straight away. Couldn't play till January.
So from October to January, was you still going training and all that?
Yeah, so I was still training. I'm on the phone to my agent going, send me back out on loan to Telford till January, and nothing could happen. So basically, I signed a deal.
We still getting wages and all that?
Yeah,
though?
you still get paid. Yeah, of course. You know, I'm on a contract. I've just signed a two
Oh,
and a half
yeah,
year.
yeah.
I've just signed a 2.5 year deal. Do you know what I mean? I've just signed a 2.5 years. So all I had to do was train, but it was hard because I come from playing every Saturday, being the main man in the team, to go into training with the under-21s on a Saturday because I can't play. And I started to get problems at Barnsley then. My Crohn's disease kicked off again.
Did Barnsley know about the Crohn's disease? Or...
No.
Did you keep it from them, did you? Yeah.
I said it was under control. Oh, I'd not had a flare-up for a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird, you could go a year without it, then you can have it for 6 months straight. So, anyway, I passed the fitness test, passed my medical, signed my deal, got my shirt, on my way. And I remember first thing I did, what do you do? Straight to a pub, don't you? And you go straight to a pub and sat in there and I'm like, fuck, I've done it. Do you know what I mean? It's my dream.
You trying to take it all in, or was you just...
Trying to take it all in. I had a few pints and that, and what you'd think then is, you'd stop the Charlie, wouldn't you? You'd stop there, wouldn't you?
The fucking drug testers and all that. And
fucking hell, mate. Honestly, man. Do you know how many heart attacks I've nearly had from them cunts? So, and obviously, we'll get into it. I got banned in the end from them, but I couldn't stop coke, and I had a League One football career. I couldn't stop.
Was it a fucking gram? Was it a fucking 50? Was it
no.
Eighths? Was it quarter? Was it just...
So this is what I'd do. All week, I would not touch a drink or a drug.
You'd be training all week?
Oh, didn't bother me. Didn't bother me one bit, mate. I'll tell you what got me. Addicts, ego, attention-seeking cunts. Train Saturday, get home. Now I'm back in my hometown, where everyone knows I've just signed for Barnsley. They know I'm a footballer. I can do what I want. Everyone's licking your ass. I hate all this shit now, by the way, but at 24, listen.
You're loving the attention?
I loved it. I told everyone I didn't. I loved it. And, yeah, but off the back of that, I got to buy my own out, my first house. I got to, went and bought a nice big BMW.
Your missus is not.
My missus is just finding her way in. She was a bit younger than me, man. She's about 4 years younger than me, my ex-missus, sorry. She was like, well, you don't really, just try and find a job that works for you. I can pay the bills. Listen, and, but we moved in, what was happening, so I was coming home from Barnsley. I weren't living with her straight away. Coming home, getting on it on a Saturday, I was going straight through till Sunday night.
And then going training on the fucking
Training
Monday.
on a Monday.
Was you driving as well to training, or?
Yeah, every week this is every week, by the way.
Was you travelling to and from every day, or was you staying up there?
So they give me, you get like $4,000 moving allowance. So I didn't want to move because I've just bought my new house and all that. So I just stayed in hotels on a Monday night and a Wednesday and a Thursday night because Wednesdays were off. So you only train Mondays, Tuesdays half a day or something. You're off till Thursday morning, and then Fridays an hour, and you've got a game Saturday. So yeah, I used to just train in the morning, Saturdays off, but yeah, that's where addiction starts. That's where I'm isolating. That's where maybe I look at my Crohn's disease, my ADHD, I should have got probably sorted then. And I think, you know what? I become a bit of a failure, I think, in my own head then.
In what way?
Because I've just signed for a League One team. I made 3 appearances in January. Crazy. I mean, I come on the pitch, right, against Deli Ella. Like for MK Dons.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not probably sure. I must have been toilet 30 times that morning, shitting blood. And I hid it, because I just wanted to get on that pitch.
Because you've been waiting since October to...
Mate.
Did no one pick up on it at all, Mike?
No. But, you know, you're losing that much blood, mate. You're knackered.
You're drained.
You're drained, mate. And I come off that pitch, mate. I was broken. I was like...
How the fuck did you play?
I didn't want to feel like a letdown to the club or the manager. So I ended up in... I just rang the manager. I rang the manager. I said, listen, I'm going to have to be... I was scared of the manager. What you've got to think of is, I've come from non-league to football league very quickly. I've jumped to a league. I'm very not confident at that level of football. Now, I look back now, I should have been very confident because we're better than fucking majority of it, I'll tell you now.
Yeah.
Now, looking at it, but when you go from going so quickly from, you know...
From that level to that level, yeah.
To 3 years previous, I was in the Manchester Premier League to League One. It's a big jump, that, in 3 years. In 3 years, I've gone from Manchester Prem, skipped all these leagues that I'm playing in now, gone straight to League One. Do you know what I mean? In the matter of 2.5 seasons.
Do you think, without thinking about it, your ego and everything else got in the way and you thought, fuck that? And then when it's come to it, it's like, I'm on a big stage, yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like... big
stage, you know, I get home, Sky Sports News, he's on in pub, Mike Phenix signs for Barnsley, from Telford, undisclosed fee. Everyone's going to me, what's the undisclosed fee? How much? I can't tell you that, mate. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking someone that's saying out 25 grand. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, can't say that, mate. Do you know what I mean? So then I go out, buy the Louis Vuitton belts, I go out and buy another new watch and a new car. Like, my missus said to me, she said, the only person I've ever seen walk out of this house at 5 o'clock, go out and come back with an 18 grand car in cash. Do you know what I mean? I just went, I was going to have a look at a new car, I might get one. I come back, she pulled up on it on driveway at 9, finger. Do you know what I mean? She's like looking at me going, what the fuck? What the fuck? And she's driving around. I mean, she's got two kids. You know, she's got her little girl and we just had a baby and I'm leaving her in a little car about that big. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, so addiction just got me there. Got me. Ego. You know, I look back at why I used ADHD, I think, and then all this. But yeah, got me then. Anyway, so I get to the end of the season. Summer's there now. Summer. At the end of that season, my sister died. Heart attack in the shower. I think it was a month prior to that, my best mate, well, not my best, well, probably one of my best mates, yeah. My best mate's brother, one of my best mates who I grew up with, crashed his fucking motorbike into a tree dead. And you know, my sister's died and I just getting on it all summer. And
that's that your way of coping with
probably,
what you
yeah.
And you know, listen.
I'm the lad with the from 17 that everyone looks up to. Probably a bit fucking further along in life than majority of my friends and my family. The one with the doll and the one who's doing well. You've got responsibility and all that, but I'm dead inside.
I think, Mike, with what you're losing your mum at an early age, you're on a big pedestal playing football, you're 21, you're driving around, you've got a lot of dough around, your ego's fucking like that. But don't forget, you're still a human being.
Got no one to talk to.
No, exactly. You're still a fucking human. And I think this thing with lads, with fellas, it's that fucking bravado, mate, with that mask that we put on.
I promise you now, if anybody is listening to this, right, drop it and drop it quickly. If you are struggling, mate, you know, I pray to my mum today. Pray to my mum. On my hands and knees every morning. I miss the love of a fucking mother.
Yeah,
I'll tell you now. My dad's an unbelievable dad. He
Yeah.
supported me all the way through addiction. You talk to my dad, mate, he's fucking no point. Do you know what I mean? He's a dad and he's not... I miss the the mum, I need help chat. Do you know what I mean? I need help. Who else do I go to for that? I can't show weakness to my partner at the time. Well, this is what I offer. You know, being at that age, this is what I think. You know, I'm a footballer. I'm a lad. You know, everything's going to be all right. But so my love became powder.
And that, you know, you're coping. You've lost your sister. You've lost your best mate's fucking brother. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people, how they deal with it is drinking drugs.
100%. 100 million %.
And then is that where it just totally spiraled? Was it from
that's it. Then that's it. Because what happens is you're dealing with it, and I'm ADHD as well. Now, you know, we'll get on to me being an addict and why I think I use drugs. I have a seriously non-stop mind.
Just constantly going all the time.
Oh, mate. And since I got diagnosed with ADHD and a personality disorder, by the way, in January, and I've been on medication, antipsychotics, I found it relatively easy to stay sober and clean. But it doesn't keep me clean and sober, but my mind's slowed down a lot. Do you know what I mean? You know, when you have them, a lot of my using came at night. So I'd have a good day working or whatever I did, and as soon as I come down to do this.
Just to relax?
Just relax. No chance, mate.
With your fucking head going?
I'm building a business at 10 o'clock at night in my head. Do you know what? I'll tell you what ADHD is. I signed for Barnsley. 2.5 year deal. Within 2 weeks, I was sat in an hotel room in Barnsley Googling jobs for 2.5 years' time when my contract ends. That's ADHD. That is fear of the future.
And this is 2 weeks after you signed the contract?
That is fear of the future. That is not being able to live in the...
You're thinking of rejection when you've only just started?
Mate.
And your head's fucking playing?
My head is non-stop. Honestly, it's the maddest thing ever. I'm sat there on my laptop Googling sales jobs, by the way. Not that I'm going to go on from 24 and go and play in the Championship. Maybe Premier League. Maybe not, but Championship definitely. If I would have got my head down, mate, I'll tell you now. Championship.
Who fucking knows? Because there's Premier League players who
right, let's get my head down. Let's fucking this and that. I'm Googling sales jobs, mate. Do you know how hard it is to apply for a job for 2.5 years' time, by the way? When can you start 2.5 years' time?
but you're on the fucking shite and that as well at the time?
Only weekends.
Only the weekends?
No, yeah. So, just weekends and then... Anyway... My usage, obviously I moved in with my partner. Her little girl has moved in, obviously. We've had a little baby together. You know, it stopped me drinking and using for about 2 weeks. Still a weekend thing though. And but what happens is when I start, I'm an addict, I can't stop. So when I start on that Saturday night, you're lucky it's finishing at 7 in the morning.
It's going right through.
Going right through, and when you've got a 1-year-old, 2-year-old kid,
kids, mate, yeah.
It, mate. You can't. Guilt kicks in then. Guilt kicks in. You argue. She goes out with the kids. What am I doing? I'm going back out, aren't I? So it's just that cycle. And after 2 years, she's had enough.
And then obviously left. And
she left. She said to me,
was it an ultimatum, like, sort of?
It was an ultimatum. And I tell you, this is how sad. And this is addiction for you. Ultimatum was, listen, we're going out tonight, me and you. Kid-free, we're having a good night.
Bit of a date night sort of thing, yeah.
Date night. You're coming home with me. I said, right, sweet. Come to 12 o'clock.
You bump into someone who you fucking seen.
I get in the taxi. And I just say, I'm getting out of the taxi. I need to go back in. Listen, mate, it's the fucking shittest bar you'll ever see.
Yeah.
But
you just didn't want to stop?
I didn't want to stop. So anyway, I've got home about 6 in the morning. She's gone. She said, she come home the next day. She said, I'm just like, you know, in 1 month we're leaving. My ego was that big and I think I'm that much untouchable. Didn't try and make her stay for all the way through the 1 month.
You didn't?
No. And that's me, you know, like, I look back now and I've not seen my kid for 9 months at the minute, going through court and that. You should be doing anything you can, shouldn't you, to make them stay? Because I love them. I loved her more than anything.
Yeah.
I love my kids more than anything. But I love cocaine more.
And that's what
so they shipped them out on the Sunday. And I don't say this to show. I say this is what addiction is. Shipped them out. I bought a new PlayStation within an hour. to make myself feel better. A load of coke. On your way. I can afford my bills on my own. I can do what I want now, can't I? I can see my kid whenever I want to see my kid.
Was that the what's name in your head that you
Yeah, then, you know, replace my ex with prostitutes. And that's when using become more. So, you know, at that point, I'm spending £1,000 to £1,500 a weekend on it.
on Charlie's
prostitutes. Just on my own in a bedroom.
And that's how it just just got a grip here and just, that
That's
was it.
Innit?
Your ex-missus has left with your daughter and, you know, you stepped up or whatever, you know, and at the time, you know, you try and fight for that, but then, like you say, it's just got a grip of you and you're thinking, fuck, I can do this.
I think you know, this is the maddest thing, because I talk to a lot of people these days. I have a lot of partners reach out to the addicts who are suffering.
Yeah.
Right? And then, like, I only want them kids and family around me when I'm on a come down. When I'm not on a come down, I don't. That's addiction, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You give me 4 days to recover.
But when you're at the end of that 4 day, what happens?
On the Monday, mate, I just fucking... On my inbox on my phone, I get about 500 messages on Monday off people, all feeling sorry for themselves.
They've all been out all week.
Come Friday, mate.
They're back at it.
That's addiction, isn't it? And like... Yeah, so anyway, they go, and I get a pay up from Barnsley. That lasts me all of, tens of thousands.
Instead of fucking banking it or investing in it, you just fucking blew it.
Gone. Get a pay up from Barnsley. Where do I go then? I signed for I went on loan to Southport, actually, while I was still at Barnsley, and then I got paid up from Barnsley. So I signed for Southport for the last 6 months.
Did you go to Macclesfield as well?
Yeah, I went to Macclesfield, sorry. That's when I was at Barnsley. So that was the last month, and that's when my sister died at Mac. And so I was on loan, so they sent me straight back. I said, I can't play football, mate. I'm fucking head fucked. And get a call from Bernard and John, Salford City managers.
I believe you got a lot of time and respect for them fellas.
Too. I fucking love them too. I love them, mate, honestly. I meet them. They say, listen, we can offer you this amount.
This is when Salford are sort of...
Salford were in the...
They just won. Yeah,
so they're going into the Conference North. So they were Conference North. So I thought, you know what, it's 10 minutes from my house. I could go back working for my mate. Not being funny. Yeah. I'm still well off. I got my head into a bit of trading as well by then. And I'm ADHD, so I'm always looking at new ways to earn dough. And I was earning decent dough off that and working for my mate again. And signed for Salford for a year. Then we signed professional for another year because they went full time. We won the league.
Promoted and all that.
Promoted, yeah. So that's all another. Again, it's all still attention. It might not be Barnsley, but Salford City, mate, we're all on TV.
Yeah. You've got fucking big backers as well.
Got big backers.
Neville and all.
Do you know, I remember driving home with my mate once and, you know, Scholesy pulls up next to me, traffic lights on the East Lancs, and he winds and goes, all right, for you know. And like, my mate's like, fucking biggest United fan you've ever seen, you know what I mean? My best mate, he's like, fucking Scholesy said hello to us. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, I know. And it's all ego, innit, though? It's all like, yeah, look at me. Do you know what I mean? Driving home on a Thursday night, just play for them, and they're just winding wins now. You know, people who we've watched as kids win the Champions League and all that. And, you know, that's great. So everyone wants to be your friend, don't they, though, as well? And listen, I had 2 very good years. I liked it there, but fucking hell, mate. I just, Saturday, Sundays, mate, you weren't getting hold of me.
But was it Salford where the testers come? They already know?
No. So Salford, I signed a 2-year. So
you
I
still
signed
bang at it then, weren't you?
Yeah, every weekend. So it's just Saturday, Sundays. So all I did was get home from a match. ADHD. I'm ADHD, right? So I get home from a game. I can't come down from a game. I have a personality disorder as well, which I didn't understand. So my moods go from there, played in a football match, to fucking there, mate.
Depending on how you got on.
Yeah, no, don't matter. So it's called hyperfocus ADHD. So I can be zoned into something, really concentrating, dead enthusiastic, boom, boom, boom. Come off a game, you go from there, and you go to fucking there, mate. But I never realised all this was happening. I didn't know what
you didn't understand it?
I didn't understand it. I understand it today, because I still have it today, but I know what it is. And so I couldn't sit down at night, so I just, boom, straight on it. Go out on a Saturday night. When all my mates are going home at 4, I'm getting another fucking quarter.
Getting cracking on.
Getting prozzies and just staying in a bedroom. In my bedroom. Didn't go back out. Couldn't. I'm too paranoid, mate. In psychosis and all that. And yeah, so anyway, I signed another 2 year. So I signed a year for Salford. They offered me another 2 year at the end of the year. But halfway through it, Southport come in. It was about an extra £100 a week or something on my wage, but they offered me another 2 year deal. Liam Watson said, spoke to the manager. The managers had left. Neville had fucked them off, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm going to Southport. I've got another 2 year deal there, so that takes me to what, 20? Would have took me to 30. And yeah, fucking hell. I'd lost track of life there. I weren't playing. I missed a game. Completely missed it.
Just because you've been on it?
Yeah. So, you know, when I'd gone from, started to have a few, like, have a bag or two on a Friday night. But this time, I remember I had me, and I, you know, I don't mind saying this, I use coke around my daughter when I shouldn't be, when I'm driving, stuff like that. Listen, do you know what I mean? And I don't mind saying it, it's what us addicts and alcoholics do. Do you know what I mean? You take your kids, you put them in your car. It's the most dangerous. No, I don't suggest it to anyone, but it's what it's doing. It's happening out there all day.
This is what you've done, you know.
It's
not
all
now.
It's not now. No, it's not now. Is
yeah,
it
of course,
now?
no. Yeah.
But this is what's going on out there. You know what I mean? And people might find that bizarre. And some people still have it on today on social media. Some of the things I say, I'm like, wow. I'm like, that is what happens in addiction.
Well, you know what though, Mike? Let's be honest. You're fucking honest, mate. And listen, and I think a lot of people fucking tell a load of Tom Peppers, mate, and they don't say the real fucking. And you're talking about it, and people will go watch this and go, "What the hell? He took cocaine." Well, you've done it. You've obviously done it in front of it. I'm saying, but you've had it fucking. You know,
mate. The lowest part of my life and out of it all was I had my daughter on Saturday night, so I put her to bed. I've got on it, but I've stayed up in bed. So my safe place for using drugs was in bed. It's where all my using took me to bed. Strange as fuck. As many people do, but the most, you know, and it makes me fucking, puts tears in my eyes today, is my daughter's woke up, I'm still high as a kite. She just wants to go out on a bike and I can't get her out, let her out of the bedroom, mate. You know what I mean? A 3-year-old girl. And I can't because I'm too paranoid. All I'm bothered about is more drugs. And that is fucking horrible. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, no, you can't go down there. Anyway, a friend, my ex has clicked on after she's FaceTimed me, obviously, because I've got the phone and I'm putting it there like that, talking to her. She's clicked on straight away. My own daughter's got picked up off my ex's, mate, and I've just cracked on using. Do you know what I mean? Just cracked on, mate. And
not realising that the fucking.
You don't realise what you're doing. You just fucking don't.
And then when was it then? When the testers got you?
Yeah, so Liam Watson had clicked onto me that something weren't right with me. I was well unfit. I missed a game. I think it was away at. I'm sure we had FC United away.
Or was it Kidderminster?
No, Kidderminster's fucking out. That's another story altogether. That was why I was on loan from Barnsley. That was diazepam, that. And I missed a game and he clicked on and he come in. I actually walked into his office and I was literally every Saturday night, like I said, going through to Sunday, but I weren't going to sleep. So I was going straight to training on Monday, mate, with no sleep from Friday night. And he pulled me in his office and said, "Are you on coke, you?" And I just blatantly went, "No." "Oh, fuck me. No, everything's great, mate. I just having a bit of a hard time. Missus has left and all. So anyway, 2 weeks after we had the FA Cup, and you never see drug testers in that league. Never.
And someone tipped them off, or?
Yeah, man. 100%. 1,000,000%.
A teammate or someone with
No, I tell you, I know exactly who it was, and I'll tell you now, because the lad seen me out. He was very close to the manager. He's like, you know, his teacher's pet. He didn't play for us, he played for somebody else.
But he was fucking bad.
He seen me out on that Saturday night in this bar, and I was off my nut, mate. Anyway, I was the biggest earner at Southport. I weren't playing. We played the last 10 minutes, mate. I couldn't even breathe. Bad. Wanted me out. I was on a 2-year contract. You know what I mean? They had another, end of that season, they had another fucking signing on fee to pay me. And, yeah, they come in, mate, and you just know it's you, don't you? You just fucking know. So anyway, I've gone to do the test. I've tried
what was the test? Was it like a piss test or something? Or?
Yeah, so you walk in. So I walked in on a Monday morning. We've got an FA Cup game on the Saturday, so that's what their excuse was. And we played a team way below us in the leagues, and the 4 of them come in. So they're all doctors, qualified doctors. They come into the gym where all the doors are shut. They speak to the manager what players they are, and you just everyone is about there were me, and then another 2 lads just like at back. Do you know what I mean? They're just like, oh fuck, it's us. We're like fucking anything heads down. You can tell who's fucks because they all start whispering to each other. Do you know what I mean? And anyway,
did he just come out and go?
So I've fucking hell. Obviously, I've not been in bed since fucking thing, yeah. But what I've been doing at that time was taking Anavar.
Oh, I don't mean to laugh, but it's you must be fucking paranoid and petrified.
Paranoid out my back teeth, mate. I'm not in bed. I was sniffing liquid coke.
What?
At the time. I was getting a load of liquid coke from Liverpool. So anyway, I walk out of the gym to go on pitch. And I just went to this guy, said, is my name on that list? He went, what's your name? I said, Mike Phenix. He said, yeah. I was like, oh, fuck. That was it, mate. So anyway, I should have ran. You know what? You can run. You can fucking run, mate.
Ferdinand did. Remember the old Ferdinand did?
I could have just ran onto the road, mate, and fucked off. But I reckon I would have died by now if I would have done that. I could have run. I would have got 3 months. But what I've been taking is Anavar steroid. I was taking that, but I've not had it for 3 months. It's just like a tablet, and it's just fucking to put a bit more weight back on me, on my shoulders, because I was losing that much weight because I was sniffing. I could lose 2 stone in a weekend, me. Bad. You sniff, because I dry sniff, by the way. I don't drink in bed. I just sniffed. So I could go from 13.5 stone on a game on a Saturday to Monday morning, mate, I could be touching 12 stone, 12.5, 11.5. All water, lack of water, dehydration, no food. No dehydration, just dry sniffing. So I used to take Anavar, but I'd not took it for 3 months, so I thought that's not going to be in my system. Anyway, I've done the test, mate. Not heard anything for 5 weeks.
You thinking I've got away with it?
I'm like, fucking hell, man. I think I've got away with it, like, boom, get the cut. So what I'd done then was, I've gone and seen a drug and alcohol team for the NHS. Done this course, like I'm trying to get out, because going through...
You knew you had a fucking problem?
Yeah, I knew it. I had fucking hell, yeah. And then... yeah. I obviously still talking to my ex. I was still sleeping with my ex. She was like...
Was she telling you to get...
Yeah, she was like, go and get help. So we've walked... I think the first bit of help I tried to get was...
Was this rehab and detox?
No, so this is just NHS drug and alcohol team. So I walked in there. I had my counsellor. So I was going to counselling to please my ex, so, you know what I mean? And she said, we've got a big plan for you. I said, right. She said, we're going to look at prolonging you, like, putting your using back. So don't use at 6 at night, use at 10 at night. Have your first line at 10 at night.
They're telling you
right. But I'm all new to it. I'm like all new to this. I'm very... And,
I'm going to tell them, I'm going to do what they're telling me to do.
Yeah, so I'm thinking this is going to solve all my issues, mate. I'm telling my missus, I'm like, listen, what they've said is, instead of getting on it at 6 at night, start sniffing coke at 10 at night. And she's like, my missus is like, is that going to work then? Do you know what I mean? You don't realise until, the amount of people that I speak to today who are asking me all these mad questions, I'm like, you don't understand. Like, so I'm like, I've got it sorted. So I've got help now. I'm done. That's me cured.
Yeah.
That's me cured. I just don't sniff till 10. Right? So I'm walking around on a night out. I've got 3 grand in my pocket. As long as I don't touch that till 10. Right? As long as I don't touch that till 10, I'll still be home at 2. I'll still be home at 2. Anyway, that didn't work. First time round, that fucked me. I was just up. So instead of going to bed at 6 in the morning, I go in bed like 10 o'clock next day. And yeah, so that didn't work.
And that was at NHS?
That was NHS help. this is what I mean. No NHS will help an addict. Do you know what I mean?
If they're giving advice like that, mate, let's fucking be honest.
So anyway, that didn't work. So I then started counselling group sessions. That weren't going to help with addiction. It's not. Do you know what I mean? It's not. But obviously, I didn't know anything at that point in my life. I just like
You're
any help. You're trying
to take these steps.
Yeah, that's it. And I get the call when I'm in one of the counselling sessions off my manager. He rings me up, my manager. So I'm thinking, fucking yes, I'm back in squad tomorrow. Mate. I'm back starting tomorrow because I've not started most of the season. He just goes, "Hi, Mike." I was like, "All right, Liam, yeah, great, man, feeling good, fit, you know what I mean? Been doing extra running this week." He goes, "Just let you know, mate, you've tested positive for cocaine and steroids, Anavar." I said, "What?" I said, "Can't be right, that me, Liam. I don't take drugs." So anyway, he said, "I'm just letting you know you can't come to the game tomorrow. You're banned from training. The FA will be in touch with you." So, 2 weeks after.
Hearing that news, what did you do that night?
Oh, so listen to this. So, no, this is where life gets really tough. So I get a call. I'm working for my mate in the day, so for an hour and a half I've gone to this counselling session. So I come home that night. My mate said I've got a load of jobs to deliver. He's like, you just get jobs for Carlsberg at night, so it's like a crate of wine, you know, like
kegs and stuff like that.
Kegs, yeah. So I was in his car, just dropped. I had like 10 deliveries to do in the middle of Manchester for a couple of hours. So I'm trying to get back in his good books and keep him on side. So I said, I'll do them. That's me. So anyway, gets to 8 o'clock. I've got the keys to open up the warehouse tomorrow because that was my job. Got that news, so I've gone to get a pizza. At the pizza, drove home. I've clocked my mate going past me, who's a drug dealer. And I've just as soon as I seen him, that's it. That's it. That's the obsession started in my head.
That little thing on your shoulder.
I had no defence against that. And that's what many people won't have these days. And I just went, give us 6 of them, mate. I'll meet you up there in a minute. He's like, yeah, sound. And, you know, because all these people in my area who were dealing to me all knew me, but they didn't know I was bad because I was getting it off different people here, there, and everywhere. So they all thought I was just having 6 bags a weekend, but I'm getting 6. Do you know what I mean? I've got 3 drug dealers coming into my house on a Monday for fucking 700 quid each. And so no one fucking thought it was that bad. And yeah, so I didn't turn up to my mates, you know, working for my mate on the Saturday. He fired me on the Saturday. Never worked for him again. So I've worked for him for 40, so I've lost my football career on the Friday. My mate said, enough's enough now, you're done. You're done, mate. You've not turned up. All lads are outside the warehouse.
No one can get in the fucking...
No one can get in the work. I'm off my head in the bedroom.
No fucks given, you know.
My dad's tried coming into my house and get me to work. I'm too paranoid. I've jumped out the car. Do you know what I mean? He's like, listen, he'll give you another chance if I'm
show will and get into work.
Get into work, but I'm that paranoid. So my dad's driving to the gates, about 20 miles an hour, mate. I've opened the door and fucking jumped out. Ran off. I'm too paranoid, mate.
Because you were too off your head.
Mate, I'm just never fucking hell, mate. Do you know, like people get high? If I give you a key of coke now, you just have a key, wouldn't you? Like I would just notes in one, gone, bag, next bag. And so I would chill dead eye.
Your heart and, you know, everything, mate, that you must have been on another fucking level, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I used on my own. So you can be, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can be on your own. That's where the addiction wants you.
Yeah.
You know, like if you look at alcohol killed my mum within 5 years. Do you know what I mean? 5 years is a very fucking short amount of time as an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Very short, innit?
Very short, yeah.
So, I mean, I know people who've drank
for fucking 20 odd years and longer.
So my mum died with alcohol over 5 years, postnatal depression. After my brother, sorry, dead 5 years later. So, yeah, life changed again. So, after 2 weeks after getting banned, my wages, I get sacked by Southport. So I've now got no job.
Was there no support from them to support you to go to rehab and detox or
nothing?
Nothing, no.
Nothing. So I get sacked by Southport, right? I get a hearing by the FA. So basically what happens is you get suspended for something like 6 weeks. So get to be hearing for the FA, give them all the story of this and that. Feel sorry for me because I've lost my sister. Feel sorry for me because I've lost my friend. Feel sorry for me because I've lost my mum as a kid and all that. And they've just gone, listen, you've got Anavar in your system. They've asked me where I've got it from. I've shown them the packaging. I've brought it to the Wembley hearing with me. So I've been honest. I said, listen, I'm taking this because
I thought it was a legit.
Yeah, no, I said it was for my Crohn's disease. So it's a steroid. So I was taking steroids for my stomach, which is not non-anabolic. And they just didn't buy it. They just went boom, 4 years.
He smacked you with 4 years.
4 years. So I've turned up to that hearing, by the way, with 30 bags of empty cocaine in my pocket because I've been up for 3 days.
Before this hearing, you were fucking still going, yeah.
Can't stop. What? You know what I mean? I'm an ADHD worrier. So if I've got an hearing coming up, I'm fucking worrying about that. I'm using me to stop the feet, stop me edge.
So you're trying to replace one worry, you know, one thing with another.
Yeah, so I turn up to the hearing, I get slapped with 4 years. Now, I look back there now, the FA were wrong. They're wrong to give me, maybe not wrong to give me 4 years, but the lack of duty of care was a disgrace because many of the people would have walked out. So I got in the lift, mate, with a guy from the FA, one of the main guys who was at my hearing. He walked into me lift, he just went, sorry, mate, there's not much we can do. A lot of lads would have come out of there, mate, and gone and topped themselves.
Well, that's what I was going to say, suicidal thoughts, Mike. But did that, you know, you've your fucking football career and whatever. Is that how you, did it ever cross your mind, suicide?
No, not at that point.
Not at that point, not with your football career. 4 years.
No, that was it. So, anyway, I've sold the house. I've sold it. No, I've not. I got banned. I think it ended up being November. So I said, it got to start of December. And, like, I broke down and, like, I said, I need something. My ex is in and out of my life at this point. She's like, I just want you to get well, we can get back together. And all that. So I'm like, right, dead hopeful of all this kind of stuff happening. So my dad lends me 8 grand. I go into a detox centre in Bolton.
How long was you in there?
A month. But little did I know, I'm a member of the PFA. But I didn't know all this, me, because...
Sporting chance and all that, is it? Yeah. What about...
So I paid 8 grand. I get a call off Liam Watson the day after. He goes, listen, you could have gone to the fucking Tony Adams one for free, you dick. I'm like, what?
But
so anyway,
why has there been no support or no advice?
So I didn't know. Didn't know all this.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? I'm sat with a PFA agent in a hearing. So basically,
did you see a kid?
The FA have gone to me, listen, the amount of cocaine in your system is the highest we have ever seen, ever. Bear in mind, mate, I've probably gone through 2 grand in that weekend of cocaine, up my nose, powder, and I'd had 2 bottles of this fucking, I don't know what it was, mate. It was like squeezy cocaine. You could sniff it in bars, mate. It was like all come from Liverpool docks. It was like 50 quid a bottle. So they said it's the highest we've ever seen. Like, and I'm still saying to him in this fucking hearing, I don't sniff coke, mate.
And you're fucking...
They're just like, listen, he was like... I can't, listen, they said to me, this is what they said, on this scale anyway, I don't know what the actual terminology was the average we see in somebody's system is like 5, yours is 105.
Yours was absolutely, the Incredible Hulk's fucking...
Do you know what I mean? I've been up for 4 days or something before I've been tested.
Before you go...
So, anyway, I go into detox, I go in there for the wrong reasons, I go in there because I just don't want to lose my fam. I don't want to keep my ex happy. You want to keep your yeah. As many people do, and do not make me like. If you listen to this and you're going into a rehab for anybody else apart from you, you'll fail. You'll fail now. You know what I mean? So I come out of detox. 2 weeks. 2 weeks the buzz lasted of being clean and sober.
What was the temptation back, mate?
I didn't want to be clean and sober. I didn't.
Or was it the people around you? You know, so you like your friend, you say you passed your mates.
So I went through all Christmas without a drink, all Christmas. But I remember now, I was having, like Christmas Day, I was having codeine. Codeine on Christmas Day. So I had one, so I'm with my missus, my ex-missus, the kids, we're at her family party.
Yeah.
I'm on codeine. So anyway,
just to replace the buzzer fucking.
Yeah, I need something done. So I was smashing codeine in car, going back in house, still getting that little bit of a. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, so anyway, I went out for a pint. I rang my ex up. I said, I'm just going out for a few beers. She said, what the fuck are you on about? I said, no, I'm all right. I'm just going for a couple of pints. I had 2 pints, ordered a bag. Didn't sleep all night. I rang her up. I said, I'll just let you know, I've not been in bed like. And she just went, right, we're done. That's us done. You've had your chance. You're done. And that was it. I think I slept with her once after that, and that's when life gets really shit then. So I've lost my career.
Lost your fucking family.
Lost my family. I've sold my car.
Your house. And...
Do you know what I mean? I had an 18 grand car or something. I just sold that for cash for about 9 grand.
So you fucking lost half the value on it, yeah?
So I'm then back living. I asked my nan to move in with her. Can I move in with my nan again? At 29 years old.
And you still bang at it.
I've gone from playing League One football to living in my nan's box room. Can't see my child. Well, I can see my child, but I'm not with my ex. And I was madly in love with her. Do you know what I mean? Madly in love. And I got a sales job. And for 4 years, fucking hell, I was just a fucking sausage, mate. Just no.
Was you just relapsing? Well, you'd relapse.
No, I weren't trying to get clean.
Oh, yeah.
No, I was a fuck trying to get clean.
But I mean, no, what I'm saying was when your missus, when she just went.
Yeah, I was just out every weekend. I'd earn like, I get your normal wages of 400 to 500 quid a week on site, and I'd all went out every weekend. So I never paid any rent. So when by Friday come, I'd have about 50 quid left cash because I'd owe 450 to the dealer. And I'm just doing that for week on, and then after about 2 years, I set up a football academy, which I shouldn't have done, but I did, because I was banned from football, so I shouldn't have been doing it.
Yeah.
But it just went bang. Yeah, it took off, man. I had like 120 kids a week. Me and one of my, well, not my best mate today, but. Yeah. And so that was something that I did like Tuesday nights and Thursday nights or something like that. That earned me decent money, working on site. But I would never get it trying to get clean and sober in all this time. Do you know what I mean? I was just a week, I'd use any time I had money.
Yeah.
But I still go be going to work and all that.
You're still sailing into work.
Yeah.
Did work cotton onto it in the end and.
No, so I just worked for my mates on site. They were all users themselves, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think I worked for a lad for a year, timber framing me. He just loved drugs himself. So if I didn't turn in, it was work that asked. I didn't get paid, did I? Yeah. So I had no. I think life hits you then, because I've got no dreams, I've got no responsibility, I've got no ambitions in life.
Yeah.
I feel like my life's over, me. Do you know what I mean? My life is over, man. Where am I going to go from being a footballer to just working on the site? It's quite a big thing, and then you've got all the shit of people going, this is where you should have been, and this and that and all that. And so anyway, I ended up working for the lad roofing. After 6 months of ADHD, I just set up on my own, mate. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I just thought, I'm not working for this dick. He's taught me something at 6 months, mate. I can do that myself. So he was leaving me on jobs so far. Just, boom, ADHD, 10 o'clock at night, I just set a Facebook page up, mate. Bang, bang, bang. Within about a week, mate, I was fucking fully booked for 2 weeks. So I'm earning decent money again. So I was earning like, fucking hell, mate. I could earn 2 grand on roofs on my own. So I moved, my granddad had ended of life. So this is going now. And just quickly, like, my granddad had end of term cancer. So not last year, year before. So I moved in with him for the last 6 months of his life. earning very good money roofing, but always skint, because I'm sniffing a lot.
You was going with your nose.
Whatever I earned for the last, prior to the last 9 months, whatever I've earned for the last fucking 8 years, it's all gone up my nose, mate. Every single penny of it. And I've earned a lot of fucking dough. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I've got an hole straight through my nose.
Yeah.
And yeah, I lost my granddad. He died in just after Christmas, early Jan. I ended up in rehab in Feb.
Yeah.
The PFA put me in a rehab.
How long did you last?
I did 3 months.
Yeah.
I did 3 months clean in a rehab, sorry. Got my head down. Well, I didn't for the first 2 weeks. I went in there, thought I owned the place.
Was that your ego again?
Yeah, ego. So if you take drinking drugs off someone without a solution to how they stay clean and sober, they're going to become worse, mate. Their ego's going to be higher. They're clean and sober and they've got no coping mechanism apart. You can't have a gig, can you? So I come out. So obviously I do CA fellowship today. And I just stopped the CA fellowship after 2 months.
Yeah.
And so I was 5 months sober. But I'd started to take to TikTok at this point.
Social media started coming
So TikTok, yeah, I was on TikTok doing videos and fucking hell. September comes, I see my kid in the street. So I can't see my child, by the way. My ex promises me the day I get out of rehab I can see my child. Went back on a word, mate, broke me heart.
Did you relapse then?
No, I didn't relapse straight away, no. So I see my child about 2 months later in the street and she looks at me, my girl come up, like she wanted to talk to me, do you know what I mean? I was a great dad, me, at one point. A fucking good dad. And even for the last 2 years of probably a year, I've learned my lesson to not use her around my daughter or have a drink when I had her, which I could do. Do you know what I mean? And I got myself back to that point, but I was in and out of a life. I was living at my nan's, mate. I'm fucking 29 and living at my nan's. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, come out here, I'm fucking... Comes to September, mate, I pick up a shandy.
And that voice again.
2 weeks later, it's 2 shandies. 3 weeks later, mate, it's a quarter of coke. 3 months. I went missing off TikTok, mate.
Yeah.
And
you were at the hospital begging them to fucking section you. Was that after that?
No.
I can see you're quite emotional.
Yeah,
you know.
so Christmas last... Which Christmas are we on here now? One sec. Christmas just gone. Probably the worst time of my life. I can't see my daughter for the first Christmas.
Yeah.
First time I've not seen my daughter. What had happened is NatWest had shut all my bank accounts down. So I couldn't even drink or have a drink or use over Christmas. And I'm really struggling, mate. I was just sat on my dad's couch at home, like just...
And what, at this point,
just
is your dad
alone.
just fucking saying to you, look, you need to get your shit together and all that? And
but my dad's just my dad, and my dad's offering me a beer on Christmas Day and all that, because he doesn't... Dad's not an alcoholic or an addict, you know what I mean? He just thinks, I've done 2 weeks, I'm going to be all right, I'm going to sort my shit out. You know what? The biggest con is everyone says, or you'll say to yourself, I'm going to grow out of it, right? You don't grow out of it. Unless you put effort in. You know what I mean? Some people will grow out of it if you're just a bit of a binger here and there, but addiction will kill you. And so anyway, on the 28th, NatWest opened all my accounts, and I'd had some inheritance money from my granddad and all that, and I went missing for 6 days and left my dog with my dad. I remember waking up at 6 in the morning and looked at my account, fucking notification off NatWest. I was like, bang my dealer straight away. Straight away, 6 o'clock in the morning, dropped me fucking 10 bags of coke off, I'll meet you. So I've gone shopping, my whole car's, so I've gone shopping for a load of clothes. By 10 o'clock I'm paranoid. So then it's hotels, and I can't go back to my dad's because he'll know I'm on it. And
is your dad not blowing the arse out your phone asking where you are? Or
no, because he just thinks I've gone shopping.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because for the first few hours I kept nicking back to the house, I'm just dropping these clothes, I've just been shopping this. So anyway, then I'm paranoid, because then once I get paranoid, I sniff more me. And I spent 6 days in and out of different hotel rooms. Probably the most I've ever sniffed in my life for them 6 days, like. talking.
So
I'm not going to, like, there's not a number I'm going to put on it, right?
Yeah.
Because some of the majority of the money I use, and I'm very, very fucking sick today because I've replaced it today, the money, but with my granddad's inheritance money.
That's what I was going to say. That, you know, what he'd left for you, and he's just fucking...
Mate, I went through, fuck, I'm not going to say the number.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
sister will fucking kill me, but at least I've replaced the money today. You know, it was, you know, touching 30k, and 20 of it had gone in for 2 weeks.
Just on Charlie.
Yeah.
It's fucking, it's unbelievable.
So, listen, I had out of, what was it, something like 28 grand, right? Something like that. I'm seeing the money go down, and I had whatever I had left off my head. I don't know if I managed to put it into an ISA account with RBS off my head in an hotel room. Because it's going down, mate. I've gone through fucking 15 grand or something in 2 weeks. Not even 2 weeks, honestly.
Lucky enough, you fucking put it in that account.
I put it in that account. And I hit psychosis bad.
Is this
First time in my life I've wanted to kill myself.
That's what I was going to say. Is this the time when you were at the hospital?
No, this is not at the hospital.
It's not the hospital time, no?
So I'm in an hotel room, and I've been up for 4 days, 5 days, 6 days maybe, 6 days straight. Been kicked out of an hotel in Bolton in my boxes. Found another fucking hostel thing. And I'm just non-stop sniffing, like just constant, just ordering meat off the Albanians. I'm ordering 10 bags at a time and just putting it all out on the table as quick as I can. I'm just rifling through it. I'm lying in bed, fishing frenzy, gambling, doing whatever. Just weird as fuck, mate. Paranoid to the back seat.
Was you gambling as well?
Yeah, loved it, fishing frenzy and all that. And I just hit this point, mate. I just sat there and I went, I think like my life just come in front of me. I was like, this is you're done. So I had like a decision to make. So I ordered another grand's worth with the Albanians. Said, I've got a grand, I'm going to go and get you a grand. Managed to get to RBS in Lee. How the fuck I went in that bank, mate, I'll never know. Got a grand out, I'll give it to the Albanians to give me whatever it is in a grand in bags, 40 quid bags. I put it all out, mate, and I just decided to try and kill myself.
Overdosed on
Overdose. I've not got the bollocks to jump off a bridge, me. I've not got the bollocks to fucking put a rope round my neck. I've not. I don't want it. I didn't want to die. But it was that half-an-hour episode in my head. I'm in paranoia and psychosis bad. Like, I'm not seeing the fucking truth from the false. I'm not there, man. And I've just probably got through it. So what I've done is I've got my phone. I'm in a WhatsApp group with 20 lads. I just said, listen, boys, I'm having the rest of this coke. I'm gone. I love you all.
Voice note, was it or something?
Voice note, done. Phone's off. Now, you know when people say they cry for attention? I didn't want attention. I just wanted to let me know, boys, know I love them and I'm going. And then, obviously I can't get hold of my daughter.
Is it a cry for help? Are you saying it's not attention? Is it,
No, it's not a cry for help. So them kids didn't even know where I was. So no one can save me. Now, I spoke to a lad in the morning who used to work for me. He was as bad as me. Not as bad as me, but he was a cocaine addict. And I told him where I was. So I've put that message in there.
Everyone's fucking...
I've started rifling through this grand's worth of coke. I've got 3/4 of the way through it. And don't bear in mind, I've been up for 6 days as well. And I've collapsed on the floor. I've gone, mate. I've gone all fucked, like gone. I thought, that's me done. I'm out of here. Anyway, they've seen that chat. They've rang this lad. They said, listen, you best tell us where Michael is now. And they're like, no. Yeah. He said, listen, he's fucking put in the group chat. He's dying. He's going to kill himself.
Yeah.
So anyway, they found where I am. I've got the ambulance. I'm on the floor. I'm gone, mate. And then it's embarrassment, innit? Not managed it. I'm crawling around naked on the floor like fucking Spider-Man with my best mate's missus. He's in the room with me on her own because no one else would come in because I was fucked, man. I'm about 11 stone. And I'm just grabbing onto my fucking missus's, my ex's, not my best mate's missus on the floor, just crying, man, screaming, crying, and got me to hospital. Look, all my heart's in great shape. I don't know. Fuck no.
That's what I was gonna say. You must have the damage you must have done over the years.
Mate, my heart is fucking banging, mate.
You're still here to tell the fucking story.
Yeah. So, yeah. Listen, 4 days in hospital, come out. I use straight away again.
After fucking
This is what I mean. This is why people lose their life, and this is why my mum lose their life, and all this is, I used for 3 more days in my bedroom again, and I felt myself going again. Like, I'm using bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Going through another couple of grand in a few days, and I felt myself, I couldn't get up onto my bed, and I'm just like, I'm like that there, like foaming at the mouth and just making weird fucking noises. Anyway, I've woke up from that. My sister, as I've woke up, right, and that's the last time I used. And I've woke up, opened my eyes, and my sister's come bouncing into my room at my dad's. There's cocaine everywhere. The room's tipped upside down. There's just shit everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like a movie, it's like a film. It's like a scene out of a fucking one of them films, like where you're walking and there's heroin needles and all that everywhere.
Just Charlie everywhere.
Just Charlie everywhere, mate. Like, she's just looked, she's honestly like, she stood over me. She just went, listen, you've not got another chance now, you. Look at the fucking state of you. But I love you, my brother, and I'm not going to let you do it. We're taking you to the hospital. I'm taking you to the hospital. And I looked at her and I just went, first thing I said is, fuck off, get out, I know what I'm doing. I just fucking know what I'm doing, me, I'll get do it. Anyway, she just went, Michael, please, you got a kid. And something just hit that day.
The penny
something
dropped.
Just hit.
The pennies dropped.
So I knew how to get clean and sober. I knew I had to get back to CA. But I've got serious mental health problems. So I've got ADHD. And people have ADHD, but there's severe ADHD. So go to A&E. On the back end of fucking 4 days on it again.
After fucking just being in hospital.
And I just said, I need sectioning.
I remember seeing your video outside the hospital. You fucking slept in the hospital for 3 days. Was it 3 days? Because they wouldn't section you at first. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then what was it, one of the nurses?
No. Well, I understand why they do it. Because if everybody who's having a hard time on drink and drugs went into the hospital, they'd be overrun today, wouldn't they? They'd be overrun to fuck, wouldn't they? But my shout against it was... my shout was, I'm going to die. I am going to die.
I need fucking help. I
need help. I don't want to die.
But if I continue to do what I'm fucking
doing...
I'm
going to die. I've just come out of hospital after 4 days. I've just nearly, the night before I was on my own, I was like fucking visions going and everything's fucked. I'm going to die. I said, don't care now. I was done. I was surrendered, mate. I'd surrendered. Arrest me.
Do what the fuck you want.
Do what you want with me. Do what you want with me. And me and my sister, we just said, listen, I know I've got ADHD. ADHD. I need help with that. But I need it now. Something not right in my head. And we all have reasons why we use drugs.
And I think a lot of the stuff that you spoke about, Mike, it's that ego that you said a lot of people have. But losing your mum at an early age, your sister, your best mate's brother, I know it's your decision because no one fucking forces you to do that. And I say this to a lot of people. No one fucking holds anyone down, pulls a drink down the neck. No one sticks a fucking key up the nose or the notes up the nose. It's the decision you make. But maybe what you've gone through in life, that's been your way of coping. And that's not, a lot of people, that's how they cope. A lot of people hide it. A lot of people, well, you fucking didn't because you were earning big money. You were driving a nice car, lovely missus, fucking big house. But it can just go in a matter of fucking seconds, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No. And I think, we use, like you said earlier in the podcast, people use a drink or a drug to...
It's a coping mechanism.
Coping mechanism. But then it becomes a coping mechanism for fucking everything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because it works for the biggest thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it becomes an everyday thing where you need got shops. I need a line got shop, and it's just I need a line get to work. I need a bag before I can even go to work.
Yeah, yeah.
Then after an hour, I'm paranoid. Then I'm ripping people off. The consequences are big, man. And I just sat in A&E, and
You didn't move.
I didn't move. Didn't move.
You wasn't causing a fucking scene or nothing. You just.
No.
Was it 3 days that you stayed there for?
3 days, 4 mental health teams. 4 of them tried sending me home.
Yeah. And you just stood your ground. You just stood your ground.
Stood my ground. I just said, listen.
If I go out, you
send me to prison, mate. I'm happy going to prison, me. I'm not a criminal. I'll go to prison. Lock me up.
And from that day, you never used again.
Never used again.
But you're built to now. You're 9 months.
No,
fucking
9 months, yeah.
9
but
months, fucking.
But
It's been a slog, though. Obviously, it's fucking.
It's mental health teams were going to send me home. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to listen. I'm not proud of it, right? I smashed up the side room in A&E. Part through it, I did. Because they weren't taking me serious, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
And one mental health team was fucking yawning. I'm like, listen, mate, I'm going to die here. And you're yawning and just like not even engaging in a conversation with me.
Yeah.
And my sister. So I told them, get fucked, get me somebody else. So then you're waiting around for another half a day. Then one woman moaned that she had to drive from Wigan to Bolton to see me. And I just like, oh, this is not going in. I'm like, I said the 5th dental health nurse. But you've got to realise, is on day 2 I did the TikTok video.
Yeah.
And 1 million views in a couple of days. The NHS have seen it.
They were like, fucking get a grip and let's get this guy.
Yeah.
The
NHS have seen it. I tell you now, the NHS have seen it. It's viral on TikTok. It was viral on Facebook. The NHS have seen it. So after 3 days, they started treating me like fucking royalty, mate. They found me in my own room outside of A&E. Fucking new bed, everything, mate. Every dinner, food, drinks every 2 minutes and all that. But at that time, it was great social media because I had people coming from all over, like people coming from Liverpool to come and see me to give me a bit of support. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause I'm sleeping in A&E, waking up. I'm on a bed, I'm on a come down, and I weren't lonely because I was on TikTok. I got loads of messages of support.
And do you think that helped with obviously the way you was in the past? So social media, that's what I was going to touch on. Your social media platforms, obviously to where you were at, and you're on your come down after a fucking mad heavy, what's the name? Do you know what I mean? Did that fucking, and now I know your social media's blew up and stuff like that, but did social media help you with like when you were at that time when you were fucking, if you don't help me, I'm not gonna kill, but if the way I'm carrying on with my life, if I carry on taking drugs, I'm gonna fucking die.
100% it helped me. 100 million %. Now,
I know social media's good for something, but social media can be a toxic, horrible fucking place, mate.
Mate.
It's good it's very good for some things.
Yeah.
And it's very bad for some
So
things.
I probably said now, and hand on heart now, like, I did that video because I'd gone missing on TikTok for 3 months. And like I'm getting messages off people like who've been following me for like, when I'd come out of rehab the year before, like the 6 months before, I had like 20k followers or something, nothing big. But there was like all messaging me, where the fuck are you? You okay and all this? So I just did a video saying like, listen guys, I'm in A&E, I'm here for a day, this and that, whatever.
But then that video went viral.
That went viral, mate, and I had people bringing me food from Liverpool. Like, I had people offering
from all over the country,
all over the fucking country, asking me, offering me for stay in their house and all that, and like, Yeah, I think it gives, you've got to think at that time, I can't see the most special girl in the world, my child.
Your daughter, yeah.
Got no contact whatsoever. You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest, if I found out, no matter what they'd done, and she knew what had happened, I just think, fuck me, surely let him go, let's bring his child to it. I don't know. That's what winds me up, but it weren't for I don't know what it was for, but it got me through it, I'll tell you that. It got me fucking through it.
And you need to fucking tell a story.
And then I went into the section me. So what happened with this TikTok video? They sectioned me. Yeah. They found me a section. They said to me, "There's no space in the section unit, mate. You've got no chance." I said, "Well, I'm here till I find one." Mate, they found me a section unit within about fucking 6 hours of putting me in a bed in A&E. They found me a section unit when they said there's none in the country. They found me one fucking 5 minutes from my house. So they got me in there.
And what are them units? What actually goes on in them units?
I'd sectioned my brother and put my brother in one of them 3 times. Ended up in the same fucking ward as him. So I've gone in. Now, section units will not get you clean and sober. Like, a section unit is... Got to be careful what I say, Amy. Because I raised a massive concern.
Your experience in that unit?
My experience in that unit was... There's a lot of people... So there's no help with addiction in a section unit, right? So there's no help. Now, obviously, I've been to rehab and I've done the 12 steps. And I've been in rehab intensive for 3 months. So I've gone in there, but I was willing to get... I got diagnosed with a personality disorder as soon as I walked in. So I'm 34. I'd never known I had a personality disorder. Didn't even know what one was. Do you know what I mean?
So you were being diagnosed at what age? Was it 34?
Yeah, so like 6. This is in January just gone.
Yeah.
So I got diagnosed with a personality disorder. I went, what's that? Like mood disorder. I said, well, I'm not moody, me. They were like, no, it's not like that. It's like your mood can go from there to there very quickly, Michael. And I went, fucking hell. You know what? Yeah, you're fucking right. Yeah. I said, when I just come off a football pitch, I can go from there to there. Yeah. She says, yeah, that's a mood disorder. I said, no. So anyway, they give me, I've got them here. Oh no, they're in my car. They give me some antipsychotics. And my life changed from the day I took them. Like, just something happened in my head. Something happened in my head where all that fear of the future's gone. My moods are quite stable these days.
Where, like you were saying before, you were fucking sat and you just signed for Barnsley 2.5 years, you're looking for a job. So there's none of that now?
None of that. It's gone, mate. Like, honestly, there's another podcast out there, right? Man, I'm not going to mention names. There's another podcast out there with somebody who's very successful in London or whatever he does. And he took his first ADHD tablet, kicked in within half a day, and it was like, it stopped. Something in my head stopped. And I was just like, so I'm on social media going, listen, guys, I'm just letting you all know, I took these antipsychotics and I feel dead happy. Are they happy? But I didn't know what they were. Yeah. And they're all like, no, it's just placebo. Oh, we're off in the week. You'll be back out there using you cunt and all that. And I was on 6 a day and they diagnosed me ADHD. So then I know I've got ADHD and so I know what I'm working with now. And I just went straight back to CA meetings, recovery, 6 meetings once, every night.
Was you going every night?
Every fucking night. Mate, you don't get clean and sober by sitting at home. Yeah. You do not get fucking clean and sober by sitting at fucking home.
These groups that are out there.
Mate.
If there's anyone out there now, Mike, what would you say to them?
It cost fucking nothing to get clean and sober. Nothing. In January this year, I put that money to one side. I left myself with about 800 quid or something to feed myself. So I put myself on a portion of £10 a day, right? I was living at my dad's. My dad said I could use his car to get to meetings. I had a tenner a day, right? I went to a meeting every night. Yeah. In the day, I walk my fucking dog all day, every day. Started to volunteer at a cafe, mate. Cafe on the high street. I knew the owners. I said, listen, is there anything I can do? Like, you can do Aldi run for us. So I started doing Aldi run for them every day. So I had some responsibility, man.
Yeah.
And just a meeting every night. And I did that for 3 months straight.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Week 10, I meet Lauren.
Well, yeah, I was going to get on to you.
Sorry, yeah, week 6, I start selling clothing.
Yeah.
Never done it before in my life, mate. Never in my life. Didn't even have any clothing, mate. I didn't even fucking have it. Mate, and this is how fucking quickly things change for me. Like, I got asked to promote some Montrex gear off some kids on social media.
Yeah, Montrex, yeah.
So they give me like 2 tracksuits and a jacket. So anyway, me being ADHD, right, I get home and I goes to them. I think I had some like 15k TikTok followers and maybe 20k Facebook. So my Facebook page had flew up as well. So I thought,
I could be onto something,
I could sell these.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just rang him. I said, how much are these, by the way? Come on, tell me how much are these. He's like, what to you? I said, listen, I've got fucking 30,000 followers, me. I'm not fucking fake. He said, bim, 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 bim. Right. I said, right, I had £1,000 to my name. I said, right, fuck it. Give me 800 quid worth. He said, what? I said, give me 800 quid worth, I'll pick it out tomorrow. So pick all the stock up, I get home, I set a fucking clothing page up.
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang. Takes me all of 5 minutes. My guys, please follow this page, boom. Mate, I turned a fucking 800 quid worth of stock into 1,600 quid within about fucking 2 days.
So you were onto something, you were a fucking...
So I'm on something, but then my mate gets involved with me. I'm not going to go into it.
Yeah.
And my mate did it with me for the first few months, but I'm ADHD. I'm another level, me. When I work, I work. And so we just kept going back. And some other kid, after 2 days after, this is how quick things change. Like, I bought 700 quid worth of stuff off these 2 guys. Like 2 days later, they were buying off me because I found somebody else.
Yeah.
I was getting cheaper, so I'm selling them then. So then I'm buying that £2,000. So I'll turn this money. So I was spending a tenner a day. I go and buy a like, £2,000 box, coming home, spending all night.
Yeah.
You know, put it online, taking good pictures, and just turning £2,000 into £4,000. But me and my mate were both doing it together then, but he weren't doing anything. I was doing it all because he was working. And, you know, it was great for me at the time because I was getting clean and sober. I was, you know, 6 to 7 weeks. I needed to be busy. And but then I think he weren't doing that, mate.
Yeah.
And I left some clothing in with him, kids' clothing to put online. He didn't do anything for 6 weeks. And I was just... Anyway, so...
Just part ways and that.
We just parted ways.
Yeah.
I didn't sell anything for about a month because the stock dried up. But I soon come across somebody else and... Fucking hell, mate.
But this is what we're saying about social media, Mike. You know, being clean and sober, you're active. You're doing your stuff online, you know, you're raising awareness. Your story, mate, well, there's so many people out there, which we spoke about. Cocaine's a fucking bad drug, mate, and a lot of people hide it and whatever. People will come across your story and, you know, the missuses or the fellas or them, you know, they could get in touch and go, look, I'm having this issue with my wife or my fucking daughter or my son or whatever, you know, and it just swings in roundabouts where, but you're using social media to help people so much, you know.
You know what? I think I first got a lot of followers because I was so honest from going. You know, people would see me in a Barnsley kit, then they'd see me talking about coke.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, "What's he fucking Barnsley player? Coke, Barnsley player, coke, Southport player, coke."
Yeah.
I'm following that kid.
Yeah, because it's real. It's real.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real. I mean?
It's not as if it's. This is why this podcast, we bring real people on with real stories, and your story is real because raising this awareness for cocaine. It's out there, and a lot of people think it's not as bad
Mate,
as fucking, you know, your story.
He's fucking rife, right? And
Alcohol and coke is just a big mad.
what happened was, right, I started to get a lot of footballers reach out to me.
Yeah.
Saying, Mike, I'm just letting you know, I've been rehab as well. And but I would have never thought it in a million years. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, listen, I smashed in meetings. I just did what was suggested. I did the 12-step program. I did it fucking properly.
Yeah.
I pray every morning. I got a sponsor. I did the work.
And you're 9 months fucking...
I'm 9 months sober. I earn more money today than I've ever done in a football career. Do you know what I mean?
What does that say?
I'm sat at home with my family. 90% of my days are spent around my family.
Is it Lauren, your missus?
Yeah.
And she's played a massive fucking part, and you know, I see it on some of your videos, the banter you're having, all that, mate. What made me laugh, there was one where the fucking you've got this new machine for your postal orders, and it just made me laugh. It was in the kitchen 1 minute, then it's on the side next to a fucking plant.
No, you know what? Like, Lauren, like, you know when you're in addiction, you never think you're gonna meet anybody again. You think I thought I was done. I was done, mate. You know what I mean? How am I gonna meet? And 10 weeks in, I got obviously, so I could have like, fucking hell, like 500 messages a week, maybe 1,000 messages in a week. I can't help everyone.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not God. I've got to look after me first. And
of course, yeah.
As long as I'm passing a message on and helping people here, there, and do, which I do. I do more than probably I should at times, I'm not going to lie. Lauren was in the inbox, mate.
And you opened her message.
So she put a thumbs up, right? But I just put, it fucking makes us laugh, mate, because we scrolled back through the messages about 2 months ago to just have a look. And I put, hi Lauren, how can I help? And she's just put something like, really related to your video about ADHD. And I just got chatting with her. Anyway, I've tried it, but what happened when it is on my inbox, I can't click on people's profile view when you've got a page. Yeah. So I'm trying to look at this picture, me, like, fucking try to zoom in on this picture, can't. Anyway, just get chatting to me. I get on phone, and I say, yeah, just give us a call if you want. It's ADHD, it's not about addiction, it's about ADHD, so I can't talk to girls in addiction because there's all the ulterior motives of wanting to sleep with them and all that, and it's all wrong. You'll see it all the time. It's fucking bang out of order, mate. Anyone who makes money off people to get clean sober, or, you know, trying to get people clean and sober, and you'll see it all the time. Fucking trying to shag them, basically. And we just got chatting, and the first phone call me and Lauren had was like an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Of her talking. And I started smiling again. You know what I mean? And
did you know there was a spark there?
Oh, mate, listen. She's 88, so Lauren, and she won't mind me saying Lauren. Lauren's, you know, she's had serious problems with cocaine and drink in the past. Do you know what I mean?
Like many other people, Mike, let's be honest, you know.
Do you know what I mean? She's got personality disorder, she's got ADHD, she's got serious PTSD badly, you know, which I see today. And we've had a few problems around with stuff, but she's an unbelievable girl.
She's there for you and you're there for her, mate. And
mate, like, you know, we I think, you know, I've been with her for 7 months or something, and, you know, we've probably argued properly 3 times.
Mate, you tell me, there's people out there who don't argue, they're full of shit, mate.
But when it goes off, because we both got a personality disorder, we're both dead passionate, and mate, when it goes off, it goes off within 5 minutes, mate. I'm packing a suitcase and I'm off.
But it's like bombing night in your house when it goes off.
But she's a fucking loon as well, and like, yeah, so she supports me, you know, she's just started to come out on her social media.
Well, that's good, that's good.
You know what I mean? And listen, mate, you know, back playing football, I don't use drink or drugs. You know, I live with a family again today. When fucking hell, mate, I've been lonely, mate.
Well, listen, Mike, that's what I want to say, you know. You fucking certainly lived the life of a rock and roll star, if I'm going to be honest. And listen, you know, it takes a lot to open up and also be accountable for your actions. And that's the thing about you. You can see you've got a good heart. Listen, you've made some fucking mad mistakes. That's why they call you Mad Mike. But listen, you made some unbelievable mad mistakes, which we all do. But it's the way you come back and bounce back from it. And it's what you're doing now with like your promoting and stuff. And like you just said there, you're doing a job where you've got your family around you. You know, you're not around people where it can easily lead to something else. And, you know, you've got to fucking...
Listen, and this is the hard part of me getting sober, is I've left fucking 99.9% of the people from my old life I don't speak to. As bad as it sounds, who am I going to put first? My daughter? Or,
yeah.
Listen,
and your family?
My daughter, or even if my best mate of 25 years, I don't fucking care, mate, unfortunately. My daughter's
Listen,
coming
it's come to that point now where you've got to...
It's life or death,
It's
mate.
like, yeah, of course,
it's life or
mate.
death, brother.
Listen, last not but least, but what's in the pipeline for Mad Mike?
Oh, mate, like, you know, fucking hell. Things are just happening really quickly, like, you know. I am just now, last month I was selling, last 2 weeks I've been drop shipping.
Yeah.
So I'm just at home selling, buying stock, selling clothes. Christmas is coming, mate.
Rodney Delboy, that's
right,
it.
mate. And, I've got some great affiliations with some great fucking...
Brands and stuff
Brands. I'm back playing football. And I'm happy at home. I'm happy at fucking home, mate. Now, there's not many people can say that.
No, well, listen,
There's
mate.
fucking not. And it takes a lot of work, mate, to get where I've got to, because I still go to meetings and all these days. I'll be at one tomorrow night on a Friday night. I've had to make sacrifices. I've had to cut out people I've spent all my life with.
And
But
if they were mates, they'd understand this is why.
But, no, it comes with a lot of jealousy, mate.
It
comes with jealousy, mate, unfortunately. It comes with people... It's hard, mate. It's hard.
Yeah.
But, listen, I've got my first court hearing in 4 weeks to get my child back, which I have
You're doing all the right things.
I've never been at this point in my life. I had no chance of getting my child back for the last 4
Where
weeks.
you was at?
For 3 years. I've had no chance.
Yeah. And looking at it, you're probably going, you know what? I've got fucking no right to, because what I was at. And now look at you. You're
and you know what, right? You said what's your plans for the future? I don't fucking have any. Right? I live for today now.
Yeah.
I live for today. I've got enough money in my bank account now to not worry about, can I pay my bills?
Yeah.
Can I
You're
think,
working hard, and listen, you
I
work
work
hard, you get your
hard.
rewards.
If I need a day off tomorrow, I can go,
day.
Lauren, I'm having a bad day. Can we just fucking go and walk? I find loads of peace in lakes.
You go walking.
Mad,
yeah,
mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, listen, this is it, though. It's you find different things in life as you get older. That's what suits you instead of, the madness.
And I still have hard days. I still have hard moments and thoughts. I have thoughts when I'm tired that, fuck me, I wish I could just get off my nut. Of course I do. So somewhat clicks.
But now what's more important? Your daughter and your family around you.
And that's it. And I've got to sacrifice. I can't be selfish. I pray every day to my mum. So I talk to my mum now and got a bit of guidance from her. And it all sounds a bit mad, that stuff, but it works. It works. And
if it works for you, that's
it. And listen, you know what? I just got grateful for life when I tried to kill myself. And I was still here. I got grateful. Stop moaning. Stop whinging. And stop, well, you know what? You're fucking here. You could be dead. You should be dead. You should be fucking dead, Michael.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah.
I just started smiling because I could walk the dog.
Yeah.
And that's enough for me.
No.
That is enough. As long as I can pay the bills and put food on the table and eat, I'll find a lake. I'll find a lake, mate.
That's the one.
And that's that.
Mike, listen, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on and sharing the good
Thank you.
mate. Nice one, my mate.
Cheers, pal.
Nice
Thank you
one,
very
kiddo.
much.
Thanks very much, mate.